What's up? Welcome to Ingenuity. If you're anything like me and are sick of your mechanical fan making your truck sound like a goddamn blower fan at idle, stick around. I'm going to show you how easy it is to convert it to an electric one. You know, race car stuff. So this is what we're working with. Radiator shroud's busted. It's been attempted to repair several times before. The fan itself is one of those direct drive styles. It's not even the original one, so it doesn't even have a clutch or anything. Super loud. The first step's going to be getting the shroud off, fan off, hoses, and then the radiator itself. I think that actually turned out pretty good. I saw I'd use a couple different techniques because, you know, I don't have the right tools, but that's the name of the game, right? You make it work with what you got. So, I think it came out pretty good. Fits really good. Got the benzo we needed. Actually fits into the factory clips on the bottom, and we're just going to run 2 bolts on the top to attach it. All good there. So next up is to get the fan on it, get that marked, and then get the hole cut, get the fan attached, get this thing back in the truck, get it wired up, and see how it works. And there it is. I think it actually turned out pretty good for being kind of a spur of the moment, let's just get it banged out project. So now that this is all together, I'll take you on a quick tour of the engine bay, and so you can see the wiring and the plumbing that I did to make this all work. Okay, so in terms of controlling the circuit, here's how we're set up. So the previous owner had this coolant gauge wired up with this sending unit in with this pipe adapter thing. So I just had to make a T, had to raise it up so we're out of the way of the fuel injector, and then this is the thermostatic switch that's going to turn the fan on and off. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a ground switch. So once it reaches a certain temperature, it connects the body to the spade terminal, which then grounds out the circuit, which then activates the relay. So that's how that works. While I was in here, you see there's 2 wires. I also ran a switch inside the cab. It's just, like I said, it's just a switch that I then grounded into the floor where I put the dimmer switch to ground out the circuit in case the thermostatic switch fails. I can manually control the cooling fan. I did wire into the switch source. I ran to the wiper motor because it was the most convenient. I realize that it sticks out like a sore thumb, but it is what it is. Over here, we've got our fan harness. Ground goes direct to the battery. Power goes to the relay. At the relay, we have a circuit breaker on the power side. We also have a fuse in line with the fan. And then on top of that, the wiper motor is a fuse source as well. So we've actually got 3 circuit protection devices, and then the power is fed in from the main terminal on the power solenoid for the whole truck. Alright, so now we just need to see if the fans go. Oh, that is bright. So we've got glaring sun and it's pretty windy out. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the audio too bad, but yeah, now we just gotta see if the fans work like they're supposed to.
One eternity later.
Okay, it's been running for about 10 minutes now, so it should be any second now. We're just about to temp. Go! There it goes! It's working! It sure is nice when a plan comes together and things actually work the way they're supposed to. Not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna have an air bubble issue, but everything burped out good and fans working the way it's supposed to, so I'll call that a win. If you like this video, if you go ahead and smash that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more content like this, or on our Off-Road Explorer build, or our mid-engine swap CRX, make sure to subscribe because I do upload content weekly. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, on projects like this, sometimes you just need a little ingenuity. I will see you next time. Well, that didn't work. I think we blew the clutch line, went to downshift into the intersection here and lost all the clutch completely, just went right to the floor. So, hey, I guess that happens, right? So, waiting on the tow truck and yeah, see what happens from here.